Hi Taurus, I'm here to do your reading for the week. All the cards have been pre-shuffled, but I wanted to go ahead and shuffle them just a little bit more, okay? All right, so let's get a spirit animal oracle for you. And remember, only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And also, this reading is meant for you, but if you're close to somebody, I could be picking up on their energies instead of yours, or some of theirs. Okay, let's take this one. Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Love that image. Okay, now let's get a Moonology card. Okay, and don't forget to check your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more complete picture. Okay, we have a couple that wanted to jump out. First, no, we have three. Okay, we are going to have issues. Okay, the first one. The energy is gaining momentum. Okay. Stay up, little card. And the second one, be bold and make the first move. And a new start is coming. So, you have a new beginning. Be bold and make the first move. And the energy is gaining momentum. Quite the interesting group. Okay, now let's get a card for your overall energy. Whoa, well, you had one jump right out. Okay, ego. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Could also have to do with addictions or unhealthy habits. Very interesting. But now this talks about, to me, having a new beginning. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. Okay? Can you still see the, yes you can. Okay. I'm wondering, let me see if I can, this energy is gaining momentum. Bold. A new start is coming. Yeah, I can fit that in there. Barely. That's better though. Okay. So now let's get some cards and see what they have to say. So definitely, well, this one jumped right out. Let me go get it. Your very first card out is an ending. Challenging ending. But this goes right along with that ego card. Okay? The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and make choices that support your path to happiness. And I think that's what you're doing right here. Okay? You are getting rid of the feeling of being trapped. Okay? You're dealing with these swords and releasing them. And you see this yellow back here? That is what you're going towards. Okay? Making choices that support your path to happiness is what you're doing. So I would say this is probably self-imposed. It's a self-imposed ending. And you have a new beginning. Okay, so it's actually quite perfect. In this ego card, the illusion of being trapped, which apparently you have felt that way, but you're ending it, which is wonderful. And you're going to go to where all this darkness is lifting, being replaced by this beautiful yellow. That's what you're going for and going to, which means you're getting out of this darkness and into the light. Beautiful. Okay, let's get another card. You know, the cat spirit says claim your independence. Maybe it had something to do with you feeling like you didn't have your independence. Maybe that was part of it. Yeah. Look at the ego card. First part says the illusion of being trapped. So I would definitely say, yeah, there's something where you did feel trapped, where you didn't feel like you had the control you needed. Okay. Perfect. This is the Two of Wands, and that says, well, you see you're holding the world in your hand. Okay, right there. And to me, when I see this, I see this. Okay? This is like your new beginning. And what you're doing is now trying to figure out how you are going to go forward with this new beginning. How you're going to go from point A to point B. You are dropping this not so good cycle, starting this new beginning, and you have the world in your hands. So you're just trying to figure out how you are going to get to where it is that you want to be. It's another beautiful energy. Okay, get one more card. Okay, I believe this has something to do with this and this. The Five of Pentacles talks about you feeling alone, desolate. It's a very kind of challenging emotion, a challenging feeling where maybe you feel trapped, but it's like you're fighting to go forward. You are working your way through this. And here, it's like, this is like a church, potentially a cathedral, and this is a stained glass window. There is help here if you choose to take it. But you are going to be victorious because you are moving forward, even though it's a challenge. So yeah, I would actually say this probably comes right before this. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands. And that's kind of like a midpoint energy where you're standing there waiting for your ships to come in. It's kind of hard to see them, but there's ships right there, there, and there. And what this card oftentimes says is, wonderful, you're waiting for your ships to come in. That's great. But don't just stand there. Take action. Okay? Okay, now let's go a little bit deeper. That one did jump out. That is the Six of Pentacles. This is where you want to share with others and others want to share with you. You see, there's skills there. There's balance. It's like a give and take kind of energy. All right. Let's get some more. And, you know, this reading looks a little more on the complex side, but it does not have to be at all, because it all flows very well together. We'll talk about it in just a minute, okay? This is an interesting contrast. This is where you're holding on too tightly, and it uses pentacles here, but I believe it can be anything. You almost can see a box, right? Energy cannot flow in that box. Energy is a little bit more like a stream or a breeze. You know, it flows. And when it's constrained like that, it can't flow. So this is saying release that. Relax. Okay? And it's interesting that it comes out right next to this, because this to me is almost the opposite energy. Okay. Let's get another card. And then we'll take a few clarifying cards, okay? Dang. This can have a few different meanings. One is that there is or has been trickery involved. One is that you've been doing too much for others and not enough for yourself. And you can only do that so long before you get to the point you have to stop and take care of yourself. And the other meaning is that you are making decisions using your wit, you know, using a little more of a stealthy kind of decision making. I don't know if stealthy is the correct word, but wit definitely is. Okay? So it could be any of these. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Judgment. And Judgment says that you are experiencing a spiritual awakening. It is time to rise up, that you are tuning into a higher frequency. All right? So let's talk about this for just a minute. Over here, the cat spirit, claim your independence. And I can see how that definitely applies here. It could have applied to this card, potentially this card, and the ego, the illusion of being trapped, definitely that card. Accept responsibility for your situation, and then make choices that support your path to happiness. And it definitely looks like that is what you are doing, all right? And it can also have to do with addictions and unhealthy habits. But I definitely see here, because of all the cards out here, that you're realizing what's been going on, and you are making changes. You are accepting responsibility for it. You're creating an ending, which creates a new beginning. Take responsibility for your situation to make choices that support your path to happiness. Yeah, definitely you can see that. And this one's right on target too. A new start is coming, which is obvious. Be bold and make the first move, which, again, I can easily see how you are doing that. I think this is definitely a self-imposed ending. This energy is gaining momentum. Yeah. I think that's definitely a self-imposed ending, for sure, because you do see what's going on, and you're done, okay? And so, going through some of these, here, You will know. I don't. We'll take a clarifying card for it to see if that sheds any light. But like I said, it could be one of the three. Either trickery, or you're doing too much for others. And to me, the doing too much for others, I can see, because here it says claim your independence. You know, the illusion of being trapped. Okay? Or the using your wit to make a decision. And it could be that as well. But because of the other cards, I tend to think it's probably more that you're doing too much for others, not enough for yourself. But here, you decide no more, and you are fighting back. You are pushing through to create this ending. Okay? And here, this is where you're holding on too tightly. Energy can't flow well. And I would say this and this might be together. But it's definitely, this is what you are or were doing. This is what you want to do and will be doing. Okay? I think it's very interesting they came out side by side. So, you create this ending, which creates a new beginning. And here you are, trying to figure out how to get to where it is that you want to be. And this new beginning creates a moment of enlightenment, of spiritual awakening, where you realize what's been going on, and letting go, breaking those chains, which is beautiful. And then somewhere you're waiting for your ships to come in. That could very well be one of two things. Either it hasn't happened yet, or this was part of the ending. But I think it is after your new beginning, okay? So let's take some clarifying cards and see what we get. Okay, let's clarify the Ten of Swords. Okay, well, perfect. It's not necessarily clarifying what happened, but I think you have the cat spirit and your overall energy to do that. It's saying what you're doing. Brand new beginning. And I love the full energy. What the full energy says is that new opportunities and beginnings are available to you, and for you to be open-minded and curious, ready to explore and discover new things. And one of the parts that I love the most is it says play, have fun, be spontaneous. Okay? So you're getting rid of this oppressive energy, which is extremely challenging, and taking on this wonderful full energy where you're supposed to have fun, be spontaneous, explore. Wonderful energy, okay? So that's how the universe wants to clarify it. Even though it doesn't clarify what exactly happened, I think we can see, what happened. Okay. Now let's take a card for the Seven of Swords. Ooh, we had one that... No, we had more than one that wanted to jump out. Let me scoot these over. Okay. This one says that you've been defending something to the point of injury. And obviously, you stopped, right? because there's your ending. Here, it says it's a page energy, which is a learning energy, that you are learning how to build resources and take care of what you have. And here, this is the sharing, caring, give and take energy. So it looks like, yeah, I would say potentially you were doing too much for others. It was very challenging, okay? But you changed, or in the process of change, learning. And here's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. You're taking on this wonderful energy of wanting to share with others and then wanting to share with you. This give and take, balanced, beautiful energy. Okay? So I think the clarification is kind of telling the story of what was, what's going on, and what will be. Okay? Let's see, anything else? We could take a card for the ego. Come on, cards. Okay. This is what jumped out. The Ace of Cups. So yeah, makes perfect sense and is absolutely beautiful. Okay, the illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. This is a new beginning, the Ace of Cups, and guess what it is? It's happiness, joy, and love. So that's the clarification for the ego card. And to me it makes sense. It doesn't say what it was, but I think down here it does. Okay? You're letting go of that energy to take on the Fool and love, happiness, and joy. So I think this is an awesome reading because it tells you what you're getting rid of, which has been a challenge, and it hasn't been positive for you. You've been holding on to something that you should not be because that's not the way it is. You know, being too hard on yourself. And I think you are realizing that, having a new beginning, one that's going to be more fun, spontaneous, joyful, and you're going to realize love, happiness. And it's for yourself as well as others. But it's for you. You're letting go of this, breaking the chains, and taking on happiness, fun, and joy. Okay? It's beautiful. Okay, we're going to take some cards from the universe, see what they would like to share. Same card that's right there. Okay? That is saying that you're coming to a midpoint. Okay? And it's the universe's way of saying I meant what I said. You're letting go of the old, taking on this new beautiful energy, and waiting for your ships to come in, see how things are going to be. But remember, take action. Whoa. And this flipped out, the Lovers. And the Lovers, it could be that there's definitely a romantic aspect to this. Maybe the doing too much for others had to do with a romantic partner. It's got potential. Either that or it's something that will be coming in for you. But one thing that this card does say is there is a choice to be made. And an important choice. Okay? So, it could be that that had to do with your ending. Or Again, this is something you will know. You're trading in this terrible energy, and it is, breaking those chains for love, happiness, and joy. So it's possible that this new beginning will be bringing in love. Okay? And that's something that you will know. I do not. One more card. Okay, this is the universe's way, and this usually happens, not always, but usually. When I take cards from the universe, usually there's one card that will refer back to the prior or initial situation if there is a new beginning. Okay? So this, I'm sure, is making reference to this. Okay? So there you have it. It's actually, it's got heavy moments, but it's got a beautiful outcome. Okay? So let's take a charm, and I never look, so I don't know, but if I'm going to get teased, this is where the universe likes to do it. Ah, here you go. Faith. Have faith. This has the potential to be a trying time for you, but it looks like you're going to go through it beautifully, and you're coming out on the other side with this new beginning of love, happiness, and joy. And you are going to have fun and be spontaneous and check out all these wonderful choices that you have now that you've put that down. Thank you so much, and I hope this helps. Have a great week. Much love. Bye.